Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Welcome to class. Welcome to reading class. Thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it. Before we get started on our book, I want to do something called an analogy chart. Have you ever heard of that before? Okay. So an analogy is basically like when you say something is like something else. So we're going to do 2 word families. I want you to grab your marker. Okay? At the top of your board, I want you to write O, O. Good. Draw a line under it. On the other side, I want you to write E, A. Okay. So the words that I'm going to ask you to write, they're either going to have the O sound. Do you know what sound that makes?
Ooh.
Ooh, exactly right. And we're going to do the EA sound.
E.
EA can sound like E, and it can also sound like E. But today we're going to use it as the E sound. Okay? So I am going to say a word, and we're going to decide if it goes in the OO side or the E side. Are you ready? Lead. Great job. Now, can you underline what makes the E sound in that word? Let me see what you got. Perfect. The E and the A, right? Okay. Our next word is school. That's right. It's a tricky one.
Oh,
What happened?
I was writing a C, but then it turned into O.
Okay. The word school, watch me write it, Sophie. SCHOOL. You do it. You got it. Perfect. And underline that sound, which is
Ooh.
ooh. Okay. Our next word is toot. Toot. Perfect. Toot. And I'm going to underline my sounds as well.
That's funny.
Okay, your next word, what, the word toot?
Yeah.
It's a little funny. The next word is read.
That's kind of what we're doing now.
It is. It's what we're going to do, for sure. Awesome. I'm going to write what you did because you did exactly the right thing. Yay. Okay. Your next word is shoot. Oh, shoot. Perfect. I'm going to copy your work. Great job. The next word is tricky, so I want you to think about it, okay? It's please. Please. Okay. And exactly right. Oh my goodness. You even got the silent E on the end. How did you do that?
I'm a good speller.
Okay, you know why you can spell that? It's because you remember seeing that word, don't you? And you remember that silent E. And that's why we do these charts, so we can remember what these words look like. Remember when I said analogy? Yeah, so all these words are kind of alike because why?
They have the same middle sound.
Right, which is
E.
E. And all of these words are kind of alike, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
Exactly. Good job. We're going to run into some of these words when we read our book, so that's exciting. Maybe we can point them out. Go ahead and erase your board.
Okay.
Oh, I brought a napkin. It's right there, sweetie.
Yeah, I was going to get it.
Yeah. We don't want to get our hands dirty. Perfect. All right. I'm going to borrow that too. Let's put your board aside. Just put it to the front. Good. And here is the book we're going to read today. Can you read the title of that book?
Elephant Moms by Lorraine Lordy.
Yeah, Lorraine Lordy. Perfect. What do you think this book is going to be about?
How elephant moms take care of their babies.
I bet you're right. I bet you're right. What do you think this book is? A fiction book? Is it a fiction book or a non-fiction book?
A fiction book.
What is fiction?
Not real.
Fiction is not real.
Oh.
Do you think this story is going to give us information, or do you think it's going to entertain us?
Information. I forgot what they meant because I was really confused.
That's okay, but I know it's confusing because when you say non-fiction, but non-fiction just means that it's going to give us information. Okay? All right. Let's kind of look through the book before we read it.
Okay.
So here on page 2, what's going on?
The elephant mom is by her baby.
That's right. That's right. So we see a real picture of an elephant with a real picture of her baby, right?
And look at these tiny horns.
I know. Do you know what those horns are called on elephants?
Elephant horns?
They're called tusks. But they don't really talk about it in the story, but that's just some additional information for you. Oh, look. What do you think's happening on this page?
Elephant mom is feeding the baby?
Maybe. I think you might have snuck and looked at the word, didn't you?
No.
Oh, you're just really good at guessing by the picture. Okay, and what do you think the elephant mom is using to help her baby? Just looking at the pictures.
Her trunk?
Her trunk. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that an elephant's long nose is called a trunk. But you do. So you're already ahead of the game. Amazing.
Tiny trunk.
Yeah,
Baby.
tiny trunk. Let's look at page 9. On this page it talks about baby elephants walking with their mom. And then it talks about how they wrap their trunk around their mom's tail.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah, you can in the picture. Can you look at the words on page 9 and can you see if you can find the word wraps? It's a tricky word because it doesn't sound how it looks. Oh, how did you know that?
Because I kind of read in my head and so the baby wraps.
Okay, so you were using what makes sense, right? And some words that start with W and R, if you see that together, that just means it's going to make the R sound. Yeah.
And it spells different.
And it's got that W in the front, but we don't say that W. Kind of like the silent E.
Yeah, if we did it would be what?
It would be wraps. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a new vocabulary word on page 10 that I'm not sure if you know, and it's the word herd. Okay?
I kind of know what it means. It means when a bunch of elephants and their babies, that they all come together and it's called a herd.
Yes. What do we call that when humans do that? We don't live in a herd. In our house, we live in our...
How?
What do we call our group?
Family.
Our family. Exactly right. Okay. All right. So remember when we were doing our analogy chart and I had that word toot? They use that word in this book in kind of a silly way. On page 13, it's talking about how the mom plays with the baby. And it says right here, she lifts her trunk and toots a little tune. Isn't that silly? I don't know why they say it like that.
I thought the only thing the elephants did with their trunk is get water in there and then spray it on themselves for a bath.
Well, you're going to find out when you read this book that elephants do a lot of things with their trunks. It's really cool. Okay.
I can't wait to read it.
And so on page 14, the baby has a problem. So we're going to see what the problem is and how Mama fixes it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and get started. And while you're reading, I'm just going to take some notes, okay?
Okay.
If you get stuck, I want you to try to look at the picture. I want you to try to think about what makes sense.
Okay.
And see if you can figure it out, okay?
And Mother Elephant takes care of everything her baby needs. She keeps her baby safe and helps it grow up to be strong.
Very nice.
All mothers hug and feed their babies. An elephant mom hugs their baby with her trunk and feeds the baby her baby milk. The mother elephant also feeds her baby grass and berries. She picks up the food with her trunk and gives it to her baby. The baby takes the food with its trunk.
You know what I love about your reading right now? It sounds just like you're talking. We call that fluent reading when it sounds really, really good. It helps us to understand what we're reading a little bit better. So I want you to continue doing that. Keep your eyes moving fast and think about what you're reading, okay?
Sometimes baby elephants need help walking. They can step on their long trunks, so the baby wraps its trunk around its mother's tail. Now the baby can walk behind her.
Good. Hold on 1 second. So when we got here, read this part for me again.
On their long trunks.
The whole thing, the whole sentence.
Sometimes baby elephants need help walking. They can step on their long trunks.
Good. Now, when I heard you before, you went from here to here really fast. Yeah? What makes us know that we have to stop right there?
The period.
The period, right?
I didn't see it.
That's okay. So just make sure when you're reading, you're looking for those marks because that's how the author tells us how they want us to read it. Okay? If you write something, you want someone to read it how you intended, right? How you want it to sound. So they use these marks, periods and exclamation points and question marks so that we can make our voices sound right. Okay? So read this part again.
Sometimes baby elephants.
Oh, I'm sorry. Down here. Yeah.
So the baby wraps its trunk around its mother's tail. Now the baby can walk behind her.
Beautiful. Keep going.
Okay. Mother elephants and their babies live together in a family called a herd. The elephant herd goes for long walks to look for food and water. When a baby falls down, its mother lifts it up.
Mm-hmm.
When the herd rests, an elephant mom plays with her baby like any other mom. She picks up a rock and tosses it like a ball. She sprays water over her baby's back. She lifts her trunk and toots a little tune. Her baby toots back.
Wonderful. I want to remind you of one more thing, okay? When you're reading, I love how you're putting those words together fast, right? But when you get to the end of the line, if there's no period, you keep going to the next line. So it should sound like this. Ready? When the herd rests, an elephant mom plays with her baby like any other mom. You try it.
Okay, I thought this was a period.
That's a comma. You know what comma means? Slow down. Just means take a little pause. When the herd rests, an elephant mom plays with her baby like any other mom. Okay, you try it.
When the herd rests, an elephant mom plays with her baby like any other mom.
Wonderful. I heard it that time. Good job. Keep going.
She picks up a rock.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. You can go to the next page because you've already read that. Okay.
Sometimes a baby walks away and gets lost. An elephant mom looks and looks until she finds her baby. Then she hugs it with her trunk and leads it back to the herd.
Okay. Is there a part you want to read again so that you can put all the words together? Like this part, I heard it like this. Then she hugs it with her trunk and leads it back to the herd.
Okay.
Can we try it all together? Go for it.
Then she hugs it with her trunk and leads it back to the herd.
Great. That is wonderful.
When baby elephants grow up, the males leave the herd, but the females do not. The elephant moms stay, so do the grandmothers and sisters.
Try that again.
So do the grandmothers and sisters.
Good.
They take care of all of the new baby elephants.
Great. Okay.
The end.
Tell me what you think about that book.
It's really good, and I like how it tells us facts about elephants so we can know more.
That's right. And you know what we're going to do in our writing today? I'm going to show you how to compare and contrast. Have you ever heard those words before? Okay.
I've heard compare.
Okay, so when you compare two things, they're kind of the same. When you contrast two things, you're telling how they're different. Okay, so let's get your whiteboard again. And before we even write a sentence, we are going to make a plan.
A plan?
Yeah, it's important to have a plan before you start writing. So that way you know exactly what you're going to write and you make sure that you have all the information there. Okay, so at the top, I want you to write the word compare. It looks like this. Good. And then on the other side, I want you to write contrast. Looks like this.
I wasn't sure if there was an E at the end. So.
That's okay. That's why I'm here to help you. Okay, so when we talk about comparing elephant moms and what could we compare them with?
Their babies.
Well, they take care of their babies. But if we want to think about other kind of moms that we know, what other kind of moms do you know?
Human moms.
Okay, so let's compare elephant moms and human moms. What is the first thing that elephant moms and human moms do that are the same?
They breastfeed their babies.
Okay, they feed their babies milk. Okay, so let's write feed babies. Feed babies. Okay. That's good. We're going to add an IES. We're going to take away that Y and add IES to babies. Good job. Okay, so They both feed their babies, but they do it differently, right? How do elephant moms feed their babies?
With their belly.
Are you sure? Do we need to go back and look? Let's check the book. Let's find where it talks about feeding. Is it on page 2?
I think, no, it's on page some.
Oh. What do you think about this page?
Just says feeds her baby milk.
It doesn't say how, does it? Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's the best way to contrast something if we're not sure. You think we should scratch that one? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's scratch it, yeah. What else do they do that are like human moms?
They both take care of their babies.
They both do take care of their babies. Let's see. Let's write, take care of their babies. Take care of their babies. Here it is if you need help. Good. What do elephants mostly use to take care of their babies?
Their trunk?
They use their trunks a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can say trunks over here. And what do human moms use mostly?
They use food.
Well, what do we use on our bodies? Like an elephant has a trunk on its body. What do I use to take care of you? What do I have to have?
A body.
I have to have a body. And which part? Like when I help you, when I used to change your diaper when you were little.
Your belly.
And when I used to help you walk, what would I use?
Your arms.
My arms and my
fingers.
And my hands, right? So human moms use their arms and hands. Okay. Hands, right, because they're using both hands. So we put an S at the end. Great.
Kind of running out of space.
That's okay, you're doing awesome. All right, let's go ahead and put your board up here so you can look at it. Put your top on your marker and grab your pencil. And we're gonna write a sentence that compares and contrasts human moms and elephant moms, okay? So here is the information we want to say. Now, we just need to figure out how to put it in a sentence. What do you think?
Can I write it down?
Well, I want you to say it first.
I think I could say elephant takes care of their babies with their trunks.
Okay.
And human moms take care of their babies with their arms and their hands.
Okay. So is there a way we could say it where we're making sure that we talk about how they're the same and how they're different? Could we say something like elephant moms and human moms
are the same because they both need bodies to take care of their babies?
Because they both just take care of their babies, don't they? Okay, let's write that. Elephant moms. I want you to, I want to hear you when you're writing. So,
elephant.
Uh-huh. And remember, here's the title if you need help spelling. It's okay. There we go. I like how you're fixing that. Great job. Okay. What's next?
Elephant.
Oh, you know what? I want you to keep going all the way to the end of the paper. What's next?
And elephant moms and
Huge. What's the U sound? Hue. Great. And you already know how to write man, right?
Yeah. Hue.
Now, read back what you've got and tell me if it's correct.
Elephant moms and humans.
I am so glad you caught that. Good job.
Human mom. Both. Care
Good job, Silent E.
of their babies.
I love how you remembered that IES. Great job. Now, is that the end of your sentence?
I think so.
Okay, go back and read it and tell me if it makes sense.
Elephant moms and human moms both take care of their babies.
Awesome. That's a great sentence.
And I put a period at the end.
And you put a period. And so now how can we say they're different?
Elephant moms and human moms are different because they both need different parts of their bodies to take care of their babies.
That's amazing. And that's a really long sentence. How about we shorten that up a little bit and just say how they're different? So elephant moms use what?
Their trunks to take care of their babies.
Mm-hmm.
And human mom use their hands and arms to take care of them.
Okay, so we put that all together and just say to take care of their babies one time? Like elephant moms use their trunks and human moms use their
Arms and hands
to take care of their babies.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go ahead and stop. You keep writing, and we're going to stop the video, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.